Hello everyone. This is like my commentary video because I just got a new PB, but I'll tell you what it is at the end. I guess I'll just like commentate over what is happening. Okay, so it's village, and honestly, like until just here, I don't really see the blacksmith, and it's like, okay, I gotta get over here, and I'm like kind of a bit worried that I'm going to be a bit late to this blacksmith because I didn't go straight towards it because I didn't see it, but it was decently fine. Um, I also do have music like in the background, so I guess I can just turn that down. Um, I put music because honestly, I didn't expect anything crazy to happen, but here we are. Messing my crafting a little bit. I don't know why. I'm just like bad, I guess. Shovel, okay. Shovel and axe. And then I'm gonna make a bucket, and then yeah. So basically here I was kind of thinking in my head, like, can I use the blacksmith? And then I was like, no, I'm too off. So I get this wood and then get this water shortly after, because it's like you want to at least have some blocks, um, so that you can like navigate better. And as you'll see later in the run, about like a minute or so later, I should have definitely grabbed more blocks because it was just a terrible nether. I want to be so honest. Um, My crafting's a little shaky, but there's nothing to be too surprised about. Um, I'm looking for the lava pool here, and honestly, I got really lucky by the direction that I was running, like to go and find the lava pool. Um, I look over this hill and it's right there. And so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go to this river thing over here. Make a pressure plate, get the gravel for the flint. And then it's like a two flints. And I'm like, okay, go, go, go. Craft my flint. Set up for my portal making. Get the blocks in the offhand, because that's just how I play. Build one, place water, get rid of that block, get rid of two, and you know the drill. Um, I almost fall into lava here. I'm gonna be like completely honest. I'm really glad that I didn't. So, um, and I kind of like mess up here. I genuinely don't know what I did to like do that, but like I guess it didn't do too much. I get the lava just in case, and I scan, and it's like right there. At first I thought it was another fortress, but then I see the fortress right nearby, I believe. You can kind of see it through the like corner of your eye-ish. Um, I wonder where it is. I think it was right here. No, okay. Never mind then. Retract the originals. Okay, yeah. I like see it right there. Right there. Yeah. I do like a crazy boat clutch and then I hit this piglin, so it's like he's gonna be aggroed on me and stuff like that. And this is where the blocks come in, because I have to bridge all the way over here. And then I believe I have to go get more blocks because I just like am in a terrible spot to like get over. Um, So I get the blocks and then I look over to the freaking bastion and I'm just on the worst side ever. There's no terrain and I have to like bridge all the way over. Now thankfully I play Hypixel Bridge so I know what I'm doing. But then this ghast comes in and I'm like, bro, I gotta go. I don't want to accidentally use the obsidian as building block so I get it out of my hotbar. I also open up my free slot so it's easier for me to fast craft, if they call it that. I'm not exactly sure. Get rid of this block so that they can come up, and then I get rid of that block, etc. Except this guy hits me, which I'm really kind of sad about, but it doesn't really matter since I have a ton of food. And this guy, like, I was like scared for my life here. So as it is, I start my trading, eat the bit of food that I have, just so I can like heal up a little bit, get the gold, and start trading and etc. I kind of like look for the fortress there, but I don't like see, okay, I know at this point that I saw it before, but I just wasn't exactly completely 100% sure what direction it was. Um, so I just like kind of look for it again here, and then I like see it somewhere like right after. I'm not sure when, but I definitely go over and check. I look over here. I'm like trying to go to a pearl hang, but then I have no pearls. And it was kind of like kind of weird. And then I mess up this as well. Clear up my inventory slightly. The chest. Soul speed 3, that's good. I don't know, guys. I'm trying really hard to like commentate, but there's not exactly anything. Get the gold, get them to trade with the big ones, stuff like that. Maybe I'll just like cut it out. I don't know. I was gonna do like a rec rap style thing and talk for the whole like the whole speed run, but like this clearly isn't gonna work. I have nothing to talk about. Okay, so here I go for the pearl hang and I somehow miss it. Like it shows up on my screen twice and then it's right there. I go to throw a pearl and then you'll like see how unlucky I am with this pearl. I unload the chunks because there's a stupid ghast. And then come over here, get my trades, and then just kind of like lock in because I need stuff in my inventory, I guess you could say. And I'm just like, oh, I only have 15 pearls because I look in my 3 slot, but then I look again and it's like I have another stack, so it doesn't even matter. I'm pretty sure I would have died here if I didn't pearl, so that's really good of me. But then I'm just in the lava stuck because of that stupid vine. I probably could have used like one less pearl. Um, if that stupid vine wasn't there, like to get up to the what's it called, the spawner. Yeah, while I was like looking for the fortress, I did see a spawner here, so I decided to like go this way instead of like off to the terrain because I felt like I was going to get there faster at least. Now, I believe at this point, I see that I'm at 8 minutes, and I'm like, oh wait, this is actually kind of a good run. So, I lower my render distance for like more spawns and stuff like that, and I just like don't hit that guy for some reason. I craft, and I'm going to make a bed, except I just like fumble so bad because my nerves are like starting to like freaking work up. They're like worked up. Is that how you say it? Like my nerves, regardless, are like working, and I'm just like kind of nervous a little bit, but hopefully it's not too bad for this thing. This place over here, I like tried to kill, but I thought I critted it once before, and I just didn't. So I make the bed, and then I believe two like a thingy spawns here, so I have to like kill it first. Yeah, right next to me. Kill it, place the bed, and do the bed bomb or bed spawner thing. Get rid of the fire, and then place my soul sand. Over here, I'm like, okay, this is obviously going to be a good run. So I like say to him, please don't forfeit, because the last match, I was literally at the fortress at around the same time, and he forfeited because he had no gold armor. Like, bro, just get better at the games. Like, you don't need gold armor. I didn't even do the route with gold armor, and he's just like, I don't have gold armor, please. Okay, so at this point, I have 7 rods, so I'm like, okay, I'll be fine. So I come and measure, and I like need to figure out a way to like make eyes better instead of just like individually clicking, but it's whatever. So I measure, and it's like decent. So I mess up a little bit on my slider, and then I go left 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do this, set up for the angle. Slightly mess up on my FOV as well. And then I do this, and it's slightly lower percent than I'd like it. Usually you'd want around 98, 99, but I'm just like, I know that I need to go and get these pearls and hopefully not get stolen by a dolphin, which they didn't, so that's good. Over here, I repot fire resistance, and then also at this time, I realized that I'm out of wood. Now, I did see a tree around the west or the southwest direction, but it was a really bad misplay from me for like not collecting it. I'm gonna be so honest. I should have collected that tree. Over here, it's a little bit of a sloppy like pearl-ish, and I just have to like recover. I eat here so I don't die, but then my withering effect goes away, so I'm just like, okay, I'm fine. I'm looking for the chords, and I kind of run past it a little bit, as you'll see here. And I'm just like, oh, I'm going back. Okay, and then I go this way, and then I get exactly on chords right here. So I make the portal, misplaced a little bit. I was like, am I gonna have enough obsidian? But then I look down at my hotbar, and I'm like, yeah, I have enough obsidian. And then surprisingly, I land in the stronghold. So then I'm like, okay, I really need to lock in because I'm at like 12 minutes. And you'll see where the mess up is coming soon. Basically, I nav, and it's a little bit of a messy nav, I'm gonna be honest. I decided to go this way because I wasn't sure if it was going to, like, go right-ish. This way was a bad decision, so I probably lost, like, 2 seconds from that. Over here, I see it's a hidden room, but I still want to check down just in case it goes right. And I actually don't go right, actually. So then here I rescan for the portal room. And it's just like a little bit off because I had a bigger spike over near the starter staircase, but then there's basically nothing here. So I go back and then rescan and I find a better spot. It's like right over here. Yeah, I go through the doors and then it's like right here. Yes. Um, now the misplay here is that I don't have wood for beds. So I come over here and like was going to set up for pre-capped, but then I just don't have beds. Um, Here I hear a dolphin, like in the subtitles you'll see dolphin swims. So I'm like, oh, I'm probably close to the surface. So then I start digging up. And this was the really bad misplay. I probably lost like 20 seconds to this. I'm not even joking. This was if I was just better. So over here, I'm just like trying to figure out how to get out of this stupid hole. And I'm like, maybe I should lava myself, but then I'll be stuck or whatever. And then I was just like, try to mine out, don't do anything. And then I'm just like, do I have pearls? And I'm like, yeah, I have pearls, so I'm just gonna do that. And try to figure out how to like stand without like having a bubble column there. And then this was really lucky actually. It was probably a time save at the very least. I don't see any trees here, so I start like freaking out. I raise my render distance higher so that I can try and see more terrain, but there's just nothing until that island over there. And then I see a tree. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going that way. I try to time it as best as I can and then lower my distance. And then I see that the guy's in the I spy. I freak out because I just like mess up here, and then I'm like, okay, I need a boat, I need a boat, and then I look for it, and then I find it, and then I start boating. Now, I actually didn't know this when I was coming up to the island, that there is a village here, so I was able to like get some extra wood without like having to need look for trees. But I see a bunch of mobs, so I'm like trying to be cautious and stuff like that. There's a ton of mobs over there, so I'm just like, okay, I gotta not go over there. I believe it's around this time where the guy gets into the end. I put my render distance higher because I just want to like get going and stuff like that. Where is it? Right here? Wait, is he already in? Or am I stupid? Okay, no, he hasn't entered yet. Okay, there he is. He's entered, so I'm like, okay, I have no time to pre-craft in the portal room. I just have to go so that I have a higher chance of the dragon perching. And then I just do the dumbest thing ever. I throw the Ender Eye. Good thing I have an extra thing, but okay, we are in a caged spawn, so I'm just kind of like sort of freaking out. If the guy knows how to zero, then I'm just kind of cooked. Thankfully, he didn't go for the zero this time. I put my render distance up and my entity distance full screen so that I'm not like dropping frames and stuff like that. Over here, I kind of like mess up really bad. I put the logs in my offhand, I mess up the crafting, and I just like am all over the place. I'm gonna be so honest. I just have quartz in my inventory. I've had this in my inventory the whole run, and it's just gross. Right here, I don't have inventory for my beds, and I'm just like trying to freak out getting the beds in my inventory. And I go over here, set up for the one cycle, and the dragon shoots at me, and I'm like, oh god, is this gonna get in the way? And thankfully it doesn't in the run because it like dissipates later. But at this point, my heart is like actually pounding, and I just trying to like not die instantly. So we're waiting for the dragon to perch, and I think it goes there, yeah. And I'm like trying not to die from the dragon's breath, and then I see it goes right, like just barely. Second, first bed, terrible. Second one is good. Third one's good, and then I just like stuff. It doesn't die, and I'm just like freaking out, and I'm just like, oh my God, please. And then I do the like anti-Enderman thing, and then I see in the corner of my screen purge, which means I just completely win. And as you can see, I have like a 2 minute or 3 minute personal best difference, and I'm just like absolutely dying. And yeah, that's my first sub 20. I probably could have had like 5 at this point, but I'm terrible at the game. Look at all of this. I have here a 25, ignore this one, 24, 20, 48. This was my previous PV. And then this one right here, I probably could have had it. I'm gonna be so honest. But all of these runs, I've just like, um, not locked in. And then I locked in. So it's all fine. This is my new elo. This is my graph, I guess. Um, have a good night or day. I have school tomorrow, so bye.